Hey Lee, Mainprize here from mainstructor.com. Today what I want to focus on is probably the single most important thing that changed my life in the sense of my martial art business. When I started out, when I was started running my school when I was 23 years old, which was 19 years ago, I started with one price, one program, and my students went through that program. And I started to get really frustrated for several reasons. The first reason was that students weren't taking the goal of black belt seriously. And what I was actually doing was I was losing a lot of students sort of 12-month onwards, or losing, too many students. And that really frustrated me. And it also frustrated me, we talked to the parents about the goal of black belt, and really, there was no stick. Students were losing their enthusiasm. Really, all they wanted was a new uniform. So what I did was I created several programs instead of one long continuous thing. So here's the big thing that changed for me. We can call it like that. Program A was the beginners, okay? So this was the program that everybody started on. And then program B was a program that people upgraded to. So let's say, for example, just for ease, let's say that this program is $100 a month, okay? Let's say that program B is $149 a month. Let's say that program C is $199 a month. So that might be a 6 or a 12-month program, program A, 6 or 12 months. Then we're moving them on to a higher value program. What this does is it makes sure that the student they're paying more, there's more seriousness about it, but you've also got to create those programs as well. So typically you might call it beginner program, black belt program, master's program. So they'll go through those at different stages. By charging more, you're adding more perceived value. And not just perceived value, because program A is the beginner stuff. Program B, you're going to add in a whole host of different stuff. And what really worked best for me was a theme-based curriculum, especially sticking in those points where literally you would track the statistics, see when your biggest dropouts rates were, change the curriculum at that point to make it more exciting. So theme-based curriculums work really well for me. But in essence, by having program A, program B, and program C, there's a big difference. So let's say if we just had 100 people on program A, and that was it. So 100 there, that's 10 grand there. Okay, so that's 10 grand. Let's say program B, let's say we have just 50 people on program A, and that is 5,000. Then let's say we have program B, okay, we have 50 people on that program. So work out the maths in my head, pretty much. Kind of, not exactly, don't quote, but we have 50 people at 7.5 grand. So if we look there, what we've already done is we've generated an additional 2,500 per month, okay? Then, if 50 of those people, if we move them on, and let's say we had a third, 33 people on that program, and then 33 people on that program, and then 33 people on that program, again, we're going to be adding another 2,500. So we've literally added 5,000. We have added, we have given ourselves a 50% pay rise there. We've gone from 10 to 15,000. So it's not only is this a great revenue thing, but what it also does is it reinvigorates the student by moving them from one program to the other. Of course, what you have to do to be able to do that is these programs need to be of real value and significantly of more value. Generally, they're learning more advanced things. What worked really well for me was theme-based training. So we would add in all different themes more advanced stuff at the different levels. So it was very easy to sell that to a student because, you know, they were paying for more. They were getting a lot more training that required me going out there, taking private lessons, getting DVDs, you know, doing a whole kind of different lots of studies to bring that into my school. Single most important thing that absolutely changed my school in terms of keeping students for years, committed, reinvigorating them, and also increasing my income a lot. I've got a program which I mapped out with all of this. It's called MA Ignition. Now, this program maps everything out for you. And if you want to model success, which is what smart people do, without having to spend years of mistakes like I did, what I was talking about at the beginning, then you might want to check out my MA Ignition program because this maps all this out for you. The videos, the curriculum, the systems, everything, how I was literally able to add another 30,000+ a month to my school with multiple income streams as well. So check that out. Thanks for listening today.